Thank you, and best of luck.
So Ange Postecoglou hoping to get off to the perfect start with the first win at the Emirates. If they are to do that, Adam, which kind of players stand out for you? Who will they really be counting on? Chris Wood, maybe? Anderson, maybe?
Chris Wood, absolutely. Elliot Anderson, without a doubt. I mean, the form that he's in. Thomas Tuchel's seen enough to start in both England games, player of the match in both England games, so you can imagine the belief and the confidence that he's going into this game. I think it's been a great move from Newcastle for him because he would have found it very difficult to get in ahead of Joe Linton, Tonali and Guimaraes. But I think you've also got to give him great credit for actually believing in himself and playing where he is, and giving himself the opportunity to go against the very, very best. Yeah, he will play a huge part in if Forest do something today.
Dan Roy is the only of the new signings who's nailed a place in the starting 11 down. Have you been impressed with him?
Absolutely, yeah. The goal, assist so far, and they've got good attacking players. Anderson's had a great start to his first career. You look at Gibbs White, that was a big signing as well. But anyway, he's come in and he's done, and he's pretty buzzing. He's really excited about playing, and he's in it's a big games for Forest today. They can go there and get a result against Arsenal. He's going to play a major part if they're going to do that. So I think they've got good attacking players, a good squad of players, and it'd be interesting to see how it goes.
It really will be. That's the first weekend Saturday. Arsenal at home against Nottingham Forest at the Emirates Stadium to kick us off this lunchtime here in the UK. Both hoping to bounce back from defeats last time out. Not long to wait now. Kickoff is on the way.
Broadcast proudly brought to you by Guinness, the official beer of the Premier League, and MTN. Go make a difference.
Welcome to the 20th edition of the World Athletics Championships.
It's outstanding. It's a night of human history.
Medal on Sport.
They will be talking about the and months to come.
Wherever you are, whatever your reason, it's on Super Sports all season long. Available on DSTV and GoTV.
What's this idiot doing? Come on.
A lot at stake. Usually seems to happen, but we actually ordered it was correct as a team. Let Lando pass.
There was a pedestrian having us all place.
Max Verstappen with a hero bottom, and he's wired in a different postcode to the rest.
2025 Formula One season on the World of Champions, Super Sport. Proudly brought to you by Batika, home of champions, and Heineken, more than a race.
Carter, if you're missing fairways, you're feeding the fish.
Better stop up there.
Guys got some balls for us.
Oh, sure. You want to follow me horizon? Maybe. It's going to already use these.
Gentlemen, have you tried these?
How about some fairway practice?
That's all. That's all I need. That's all.
Yes.
All of this and more.
Under one umbrella.
Every pivotal moment from the world's biggest tours. Follow the legends, rising stars, and unforgettable rivalries. From first tee to final roar, if it's golf, it's on Super Sport.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
An 8-game Saturday in the Premier League begins here in the capital of England, North London, home to the iconic Emirates Stadium, and that's the stage for our first battle, Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest, to kickstart the weekend drama after the international break. What a first game it is, being watched by a former teammate of both of yours, David Seaman. What do you think of his outfit there, eh?
He's looking very smart. He's avoiding. He's got the wrong place. No, he's looking very smart, Dave. I like him with his moustache better.
Oh, and there he is, Mr. Ted Lasso himself. Believe. The question is, will Nottingham Forest believe under their new manager and Postecoglou? Can we get quick with seconds left? Do you have a prediction?
I think Arsenal would be a little bit too strong. I've got 2-1.
Commentary team saying that on an John champion.
The players of Arsenal and Nottingham Forest about ready to stride forward. Saturday lunchtime to greet them with overcast skies. Now that is rapidly assembling, but at the moment is some way short of the 60,000 capacity. Arsenal, who've come so close so often in recent seasons, looking to take that one final stride. At the back of the Forest line, their new head coach waits in a moment of contemplation. And it's Postecoglou, who twice brought Tottenham Hotspur here for North London derbies. Forest side, but also very close to qualifying for the Champions League under the spirit of Santo last season. They stop costing them dear. Here come Arsenal looking to take that one final step this season against the English government of Mikel Arteta.
Okay, my own bar. Lupus syndrome. So today I have to go to the restaurant.
And so as they take their places on the side of halfway, these are the teams. Three changes to the Arsenal lineup. The first start David Maguire places one for the Gunners. He's kept 41 clean sheets so far. Christian Mosquera fills in for the injured William Saliba at centre-back. Saliba won't be out for long, we're told. He may even be back for the Champions League in midweek. In Spain, Declan Rice is resting. Eze comes in for his first start in place of Gabriel Martinelli. Madueke deputises for Saka. Gyökeres has 2 goals so far. 15-year-old Max Darwin, one of 3 teenagers on the Arsenal bench.
And they said, as Christopher said, easy.
Postecoglou's first Forest team sheet shows just one difference to Noah's last. Marcel's is in the goalkeeper. He shared the golden goal with Gary Bryan last season. The one change sees Morata replacing Ola Aina, who's out for 3 months with a hamstring injury. Anderson made his England debut last week and plays here alongside Ibrahima Zangare. Signing a dominant alongside Ricky Floyd as the main using Driftwood leads the Forest attack. 7 of the 9 substitutes from the window that's just closed. A window during which the club twice upped its record transfer fee. A cordial introduction between managers who met in the last 2 seasons in the fiery furnace of the North London derby. Rather than Brunson successes today, particularly for the 60-year-old Australian. When the first start, an eagerly awaited first start, Holland for Avani Eze in the colours of his childhood team.
Big opportunity for him, Gabriel Martinelli, been a little underwhelming, a little out of form, so great opportunity for us to really make his mark in this side.
And Elliot Anderson has made his mark internationally with a couple of very solid displays in England's midfield in World Cup qualifiers.
Thought it was excellent. He's been heavily influential at the start of the season for Nottingham Forest as well.
Miguel Arteta, who won the FA Cup in his first season in charge 6 months in, but no silverware since. Postecoglou looks on a slightly furrowed brow as North London forever echoes across the Emirates Stadium.
Years old international, joined Crystal Palace on loan from Getafe.
Darren England from Doncaster in South Yorkshire is today's match referee. So here comes the Premier League again after the September international break. Nottingham Forest, in their changed colours, have lost all 4 previous visits to the Emirates Stadium. They've not won a game at Arsenal since March of 1989. All eyes will be, in particular, on Forest's approach today. Will there be a hint of Ange ball, or is it far too early for that?
Probably too early. Polar opposite tactical approaches really. Ange Postecoglou and Nuno Espirito Santo. Nuno was very happy to sit deep and try and counter-attack. Ange wants his teams to press high and play in the opposition half.
By Gibbs White. He'll trundle through to give David Raya an early touch of the ball.
I think we should say though that under Nuno, the first 3 games they've dominated possession. That's something we've not been used to. So it has been a slight transition in the way he's tried to play towards more progressive football.
It's Gabriel without his regular partner Saliba today because of an ankle issue. Hudson-Odoi. Gibbs White. And Elliot Anderson.
Come on, snap player, this right too.
Nico Williams has switched from left back to right for today with Inet's injury. Morato's in at left back.
Okay.
It was only previous home game this season, a 5-0 thumping of Leeds United.
You know what to me, I like
No surprises.
the guy goes now. You don't say, you don't collect ball from the woman as happy as surrounded.
We've spoken a lot about how Nottingham Forest might approach the game. Playing at the back. By all accounts, has impressed everyone behind the scenes in training. Eze making his debut, full debut, should I say, on that left-hand side. Great opportunity for him. Interesting, Declan Rice being rested as well. Marino and Odegaard will be the 2 midfielders responsible for trying to get forward and support the players in attack.
He's lost the boot.
Even
Today, as Matt mentioned, in a wider role, and also has the facility, of course, to be in the central midfield
Arsenal not going to stay for this match. And you coach pressure. Pressure is the biggest.
Williams.
Arsenal not going to stay for this match.
Actually came up with a very significant point about that Arsenal midfield today, Matt.
Well, all three of them have featured in the midfield together before. The Real Sociedad.
2019-20 season, Sociedad finished 6th in La Liga. Player who's down and Goy, the referee has called a halt.
He's made a good early impression in the Nottingham Forest show. Scoring his debut against Brentford.
Pointing out where he was caught. Physios were on their way and they started on the middle of the total to come unless the physio got a downing kick, there's not a lot they can do.
And over there with a new sock.
Postecoglou was in full threat mood at his pre-game press conference. Whatever you may think of his coaching managerial abilities, and there are widely divergent views on that. He is something a bit different and does provide entertainment. He is a character with a good personality.
The way he inverted pace section, left the space out wide for Calafiori. We see that a lot. He won't stay out wide.
This one, I don't want it. This is, you know, I'm going to see it. You have to use this. What kind of system? That's what I'm proposing.
Gabriel's trickery that left him red-faced a moment or two ago. Overcast skies, we've now got very pleasant sunshine. It's Martin Ødegaard. And it's Marino! Going in, gives way with the challenge. Arsenal with a player down. Martin Ødegaard, who's on the edge of the D.
What a save from Matt Sells. Another set piece from Arsenal causing problems. Marino probably should score, but Matt Sells is so quick off his line, makes himself big. Excellent goalkeeping. Glorious opportunity for Marino to put Arsenal ahead. which is the incident that hurt Martin Odegaard. The landing on the shoulder seems to have done the damage.
And the shoulder was the thing that was damaged earlier in the season. And that he was only a substitute in the last game at Liverpool. So he was still feeling it. He landed on that same shoulder.
One is down. Who is down? Who is down? One is down.
One is down.
The
golden bubble board in the Premier League with the man at the other end of the field last season.
One's down.
It's been a while since he's kept a clean sheet though. Matt Sells. Defensively, they were excellent last season, Nottingham Forest.
Odegaard requiring prolonged assistance. Simon Murphy, the physio. Right, corner time for Arsenal. We know what that could mean. 33 goals from corners in the Premier League over the past 2 seasons, plus the start of this. Left-footed corner taker. It looks like they may have found one in Nottingham.
We have 5 seasons back. Let's go.
Movement and concentration.
Decent delivery. They arrive in numbers. And while since Gabriel got himself a goal, he's such a threat from those situations.
Martin Odegaard is back with us. Timber.
Usually a centre-back, obviously the injury to Ola Arna has forced their hand, so Nico Williams has switched over to the right.
Footballers find themselves in this position. Coach after Nuno and do it's well held by Ryan.
Like 2 months for prison before I go. Very good.
Forest back 4 today. Angular Murato as a left back. Away from Murato, standing one out, just behind Mikel Merino.
That's excellent play, wasn't it, from Nottingham Wakey. Evidence there that that's the back four for Nottingham Forest that can't play high.
Give up, no.
Beaten far too easily.
So
that back there. Nuno arrived at the far post. Could already have got his hand in the score sheet. Had a glorious opportunity. He scored 4 goals, didn't he, on international duty in the last couple of weeks.
Oh, next one. Allah ku baban ba mai caji ba ne. Ba da kuzari. Ko ni dabba nan. Kuma ya zama push it down.
You're correct.
Da ya ce ko da da. Enzo. Hey. Da ya ce ko da da.
What is happening?
Ko ya kai ya bare ba ni da ball. Decides to let it bounce.
Left like that.
It looks like he's got a good start from the home side, dominating the ball. Got the early opportunities. Tried to play.
Put it down, next one. Come on. Pass. Pass, mana. Fiore. But this one, is a one. This is a one of Emirates Radio. One.
Well, there is one of the actually it was decided that the two parties couldn't work.
Right shoulder.
Put it down. Put it down. What is that?
Bilbao on Wednesday and then here against Manchester City next weekend.
I want to bring Nigerians to play for all. And they answer strong. If one might be Nigerian para.
Gabriel has taken on the armband. Here is the new Arsenal captain. Must be a rather odd feeling for that Arsenal midfield to be back as a unit again for the first time in more than 5 years.
It's good balance though between the three of them. Shame that Odegaard has had to go off. It hasn't been massively expansive as it from Nottingham Forest. After an early enterprising start, they have been happy to sit in their shade.
It's okay. Let's start from there. Boys. I don't understand. Put him down, no. Put him down, boy. I'm not catching the passing back.
Definitely still trying to find a way of getting the best out of Gyökeres, aren't they, Arsenal? Hasn't really touched the ball too much so far in this game.
I won't touch it.
For the makeshift left back.
Keep on like that. Pass! Pass! How you get here? No, the ball like that. It won't. My shot is one shoot. The ball not that left way. Yeah, let's only see that pass. Only two pass. I said nobody did. This is how you can ball down there. If you rush and you go dribble, you will not do it.
Time and time again.
Running. Go ball. Now they are back at the corner. The back corner.
Looks for route to goal right now. Lorenzo is playing like the centre back.
Duality has to play, except that he can't play against his parent club.
Starts the season. Sure, his best position is really playing pretty much all those midfield roles, 6, 11, said it's for second. Looking for ways of how you can improve, how you can get better, how you can get themselves to become champions. Going towards Warrior, the difficult way of working with us, it's the best approach. And I'm going to bet and go down with the defensive contact. That's the reason why it's best option. How you want to get Johnson Arsenal's attack has come down the right hand side through that way. So dangerous so far. On that left hand side, there's a little technique. It tends to open up a bit of space for others to run into. As Marino just did, Warrior's done exactly that.
Go, go! Put it down! No, allow it. Stop! That's one, that's one. How much don't place
Three or four chances had so far, coming off that left hand side and getting his shot away. They have been really strong down the right hand side. Half the attacks have come through Noni Madueke. Timber helping him on the right hand side.
You know, Chabi trap ball.
Okay. Licorice again behind our career. And 15 under the cross.
Why
Swinger.
Soon against Leeds. So difficult to defend against the delivery is perfect. 6 players making their run from the back post to the near post. So difficult to defend against.
And this is something new we're seeing with Madueke deputising for Saka, taking the corners from the right, in swingers with his left foot.
And that's what they prefer. The ball angling towards the goalkeeper.
They have been using Declan Rice from both sides. So it's Madueke again. Attack is going to be taken by
Full of confidence. Standstill start to generating that pace is terrific. Very much finds the cast to timber as well.
The corner takers now being sung lustily by the crowd. Madueke.
What a hit! Technically perfect. Just a slight deflection. Nothing away from that strike. He waits for it, he watches it. So wonderful.
Well, he doesn't score many. Only 10 prior to today in his entire career. But he will never strike a football more sweetly than that.
I think our view is better than the refs. It looked better from up here.
Pretty good from anywhere, man. Has been brought as a distractiveness this morning, and used to break play up rather than to create things. But that was a moment, an exhibit of some beauty.
been talking plenty about how Arsenal can increase their attacking output. Spent a lot of money, brought a lot of players in. Perhaps weren't expecting Zubimendi to be the one that breaks the deadlock. What a strike that was. Catches it so cleanly. We can't say that Arsenal haven't deserved it. They've been the better team. They've pinned Nottingham Forest back and been unable to get out.
It is going from outer space.
Yeah, that's not a bad view either. Nani Madueke was celebrating before it even hit it.
Oh, that is special, all right. Now the new version of Arsenal. At the moment, looking like a potential upgrade on the old. Might have to see the rest of the season now. Still off the field, having received treatment, so Forest numerically disadvantaged. Coming on down below us, not freedom at all. Gabriel is just letting the foot in. Barely move.
It's just purely a body right now. He's trying to make a change, I think. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to continue.
Distractions being issued.
You go.
Carries great expectations now.
Yeah, it does. It wasn't a bad effort, was it? This one he had to be even more patient and wait for it to come down. And he was aided with that slight deflection. It was sensational.
Murillo is Nottingham Forest's main man defensively. He's clearly not going to be able to continue. So there's going to be a debut for a 22-year-old Italian, Niccolo Savona. 40 appearances for Juventus last season, signed for just over £11 million. He's a right back by trade.
Yeah, and that's, I think, where he's going to come on. I think Nico Williams is going to switch to the left, Savona on the right, and Morato will go in alongside Milenkovic.
Morato, who will now be just about the happiest man inside the Emirates, almost relieved.
Absolutely delighted.
It's looking like a difficult debut for Ant Postecoglou. Wood. Mosquera. Teams are now lost a player to injury. Edgar for Arsenal, Murillo for Forest.
That centre-back foundation was the foundation last year, that partnership, wasn't it, between Milenkovic and Murillo. It's a big blow to lose it.
Anderson. Arsenal.
He started 36 last season in the Premier League, Milenkovic 37. Too many occasions when they didn't play together.
Yes, sir.
Marino, Gyökeres. Those are hours of approval. That's the dead touches that Arsenal are producing. Gabriel.
You are letting me down. No, you want punch him off. You want punch him off. That's not what you want.
It's the first time we've seen Forest get in behind the Arsenal defence. And then he kicks it into touch behind the goal. He's looking at, they've had the most crosses in the Premier League up to this point this season. They haven't really been in the final third at all. They haven't been able to get Morgan Gibbs-White, Doy, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Chris Wood. It's hardly had a touch.
Sangare. Here's Odoi again. Swiss international signed from Bologna. Looking for Savona, whose presence is enough to earn a rare corner. Elliot Anderson has made the lonely journey across to tee this up. Gabriel. Suleiman's goal, by the way. 11th of his top flight career, and the first time he's ever scored from outside the penalty area.
So what you're saying is don't get used to it, Arsenal fans.
I'm also saying I think he may have surprised even himself. Williams. And Doy has made a break. Hudson-Odoi. Anderson. Giving it away, he's eager to win it back. Williams. This side were in the top four for the majority of last season. Fall away towards the end. They think that they should have a corner there, but a goal kick has been given.
Yeah, perplexed, Callum Hudson-Odoi. It did look as though there was a slight touch. Just want to give us a bit of look at it.
Carafiore. That's one area who snaffled it back for Arsenal. Timber. Madueke. Dispossessed by his England colleague of midweek, Elliot Anderson. This is Sangare, now Gibbs White. First match of the Premier League weekend, and we may already have enjoyed the goal of the Premier League weekend. Hudson-Odoi. Free detects contact. Had a word of what the time to be added on is likely to be, but one would imagine it would be a hefty chunk today. Williams, Hudson-Odoi. Pro.
Just keep an eye on Savona, the right back for Nottingham Forest. He's loving to get forward. Nico Williams going down that left-hand side. Savona is desperately trying to arrive at the far post. He's a really attacking fullback.
Anderson. And the answer to our question: 7 extra minutes. Nottingham Forest's most coherent moment so far.
Without question. Elliot Anderson heavily involved. Moving for their skill before setting Gibbs White up for a 1-2. With Chris Wood, it's really unlucky. Nice football. So really well to stick with him. Have to put him off.
Zubimendi. Guarneri. Calafiori. Popping up there. Madueke.
To be honest, he has played the majority of his half in midfield, Calafiori. Almost with a back three. Timber, Scary and Gabriel with Calafiori going to midfield. Less so on this right-hand side of midfield, more so the left.
Under 21 international.
I feel as though his game is suited to the way that Ange Postecoglou wants to play, because he's more of a front-footed defender.
Mosquera. Calafiori. Eze. He's no play much the crisper football. Eze goes again. Milenkovic the defender. Ibrahimovic trying to coach.
glimpses so far from Edwin Chiesa. Some silky touches, terrific talent. Yet to really impose himself on the game.
Arteta's sixth full season in charge now. And there remains that danger that ultimately he'll be written into history as a nearly man. He needs concrete achievement, not just an FA Cup 6 months in to validate his reign. Offside against Eze.
Yeah, it's a shame. You can see right across the line. They've done it really well, Arsenal, where they've isolated him 1v1 against his defender, with the Calafiori coming in central as well, trying to make the extra man in midfield. It's opened up that space for us on the left-hand side.
Sangare.
Let's go.
Lundroy. Who's made his way to the penalty spot. This is Gibbs White.
Vamos.
Hudson-Odoi.
Use up. Nice one. Go! Come here.
Anderson and it's flagging on the far side.
I'm not sure what that was for. I think it was for a foul. Somebody spotted in the box. I don't think it's offside, is it? There's a shirt pull, is there, in the centre of the box? Unusual to see that.
I've seen an assistant referee assisting. Max Postecoglou is seconds away from his first half-time team talk in his new job. So, first half anguish for Ash, but the main talking point is a thunderstrike from the right boot of Martin Zubimendi. Memorable, coruscating, accurate it to the little nick on its way, truly memorable certainly. And at half-time at the Emirates, it's Arsenal 1, Nottingham Forest 0.
Simply sensational from Martin Zubimendi. His first goal from outside of the box in his career is the goal that separates Arsenal and Nottingham Forest at the break. It's not going according to plan for Postecoglou in his first game in charge of Forest, but that's the goal that separates the two sides. We will discuss that and analyse the first half when we return.
My brother might be blind, but for him, football is not just about what we see, but what we feel.
The anti-ad Mega Billion promo is here! Dial
Dial *900# and recharge 100 naira or more before 5 p.m. and you could be a millionaire at 7 p.m. All cash prizes will be paid directly into your mall account. Dial *900#. Start recharging now and stand a chance to win big in the MTN Mega Billion promo. Every time I kiss your face, I smoosh your
Sporty bet.
As we embrace the new Nigerian promise, we the people must resolve to live by the citizen code. We make a fresh commitment to uphold discipline, duty of care to fellow citizens, and tolerance. We resolve to show leadership, accountability, environmental awareness, and uphold resilience of character. These are the citizens' codes. Welcome to a new world. Play your part as Nigeria plays hard. 747. Keep the promise. We the citizen code. Message by National Competition Agency, NOA.
All it takes is her to be a hero at the Women's Rugby World Cup.
What can I get you? Can I have some more golden penny pasta? Tell me where you want more. Because I just looking.
This is why I love my golden penny pasta. It's my family's favorite.
What's your reason?
Courage for romantic dinner.
Reminds me of home every time.
A truly satisfying way. It's my ultimate comfort food.
And make delicious combos.
What's your reason? Great taste?
Great things are happening with the Bet Niger mobile app. Enjoy betting services on a different level in the new season. Access to micro-active betting options. Bet your favorite sports with great odds. Win big with betting. Get great bonuses and promos. Enjoy your games with zero stress. Download the Bet Niger app from the Apple App Store and Google Play Store today.
Turkey or Rapjoy or Lush Taste.
He's come on now and he looks dangerous as well, and I think that's where they get a lot of joy. We mentioned before the game that the left back area could be a problem for Nottingham Forest, and certainly they're using that as an advantage. Now you just need that second goal to really see the game out, but they'd be pretty happy with the first half performance.
We have wondered how Forest were going to play today. What have you seen from them in the first 45?
Yeah, they've not caused Arsenal too many problems going forward. Maybe just the once when Gibbs White got into the box late on in that first half there. But other than that, the vast majority has been their defending. It's what they've had to do because of the way Arsenal have played, and it's pretty much as what we sort of expected.
Let's look at that goal, the only one, and it was quite a stunning one from Zubameli. What a way to score your first Arsenal goal.
Absolutely, and to be fair, Nottingham Forest did defend this quite well. You know, got the head out and trying to direct it out of the way, but the technique of Zubamendi is fantastic. There's a lot of bodies in front of the goalkeeper. Maybe just got a slight deflection of one of the Nottingham Forest players. But here, this is the best angle for the technique. There you go. Look, keeper maybe would have got a hand on it, but the pace of the ball as well was very difficult to keep up.
Sometimes you just got to say, well done guys, there's not a lot we can do about that. They defended the corner really well. Chris Wood, I think, heads it away, maybe 12 or 15 yards from where he headed it, but the strike, you just got to say, great goal, well done. It's just unbelievable, and he's caught it so sweet, really has.
Just an aerial view of that sensational strike. It's the first time Martin Zubamendi has scored a goal from outside the box in his career. And it's the goal that separates the two sides. There were chances elsewhere, as you mentioned, Nottingham doing quite well on the right-hand side. But Alan, you've been paying close attention to the movement of one Victor Gyökeres.
Yeah, if you remember before the game, I said about it's getting the balance right to what he needs and to what the wingers do. You don't want to take away their skill and everything else, but on this occasion, there's actually no need for him to come short. He can either go behind there or certainly get into the 6-yard box and hope that he crosses it. He's not going to score that many goals if he keeps doing that. In his defence, you've also got to think, well, okay, look how many touches Madueke takes here. 3, 4, 5, 6, and on the 7th ball, he did really well. But sometimes as a forward, you need an early ball. And as I said, the balance, is not taking away what the wingers are good at, because both wingers are really good at going past defenders. On this occasion, look, he flicks the ball in, but then there's the lack of movement. He should be getting into the box again. And this is the understanding about, okay, when can the ball come in and how's it going to come in? Because if you know that and you've got a great understanding of who you're playing with, you can make your run early knowing that the balls are coming in. And at the minute, they're still trying to work that balance out between what's best for the wingers and what's best for the centre forward.
You've played with your fair share of great Arsenal forwards. What would you see from them that perhaps Gyökeres could aim to emulate, or that you've not seen from him so far?
Well, certainly, I was very lucky to play some great strikers and back in the day, Ian Wright, obviously Thierry Henry, Dennis Bergkamp. They're all different sort of players. And I think Alan's right, he's still getting to know his, we talked about earlier, David Beckham, you knew when he got the ball out of his feet, you know where the ball's going. And Van Nistelrooy, whoever it was, can make their runs. And that's what they've got to get the understanding when you're going to put the ball into the ball, when you make your runs. And Alan's right, you need half a yard as a striker across your defender, and you've got a chance to score a goal. But they're totally different players. Thierry was a player that, could drift out to the left a lot, played off that left-hand side, and he passed the ball into the net. He's one of them sort of guys, but he's still got a lot to learn. And it's a situation where it's confidence. And if he can get a goal in his second half, it'd give him a little bit more confidence. But he's just got to learn from his teammates to play to his strengths a little bit as well.
Yeah, 2 shots in that first half did Victor Gyökeres. Arsenal lead 1-0 for Ange Postecoglou, his side a goal down, and they've lost Moreira, so his makeshift back four already having to change. For Arsenal, they've lost their captain Martin Odegaard to injury as well, a shoulder injury. We've got a big second half coming up for both.
MTN Mega Billion promo is here. Dial star 900 hash and recharge 100 naira or more before 5 p.m. and you could be a millionaire at 7 p.m. All cash prizes will be paid directly into your Momo account. Dial star 900 hash. Start recharging now and stand a chance to win big in the MTN Mega Billion promo.
Join the excitement with Betano, the premier sports betting platform in Nigeria and proud official partner of Aston Villa. Enjoy our award-winning experience with fantastic betting options, cash out, and engaging missions. Discover even more exclusive features. Join now and receive a welcome bonus of up to 200,000 naira. Betano, the game starts now.
Every second counts. Start your journey to financial freedom with HFM. Trade Forex, gold, and more with the best conditions on a trusted platform. HFM executes fairly and fast with 24/7 support. Join millions who trust HFM for online trading. Download the HFM app and start trading today. HFM, trade your way.
The stakes are high. They don't get much more fiercely contested than this.
You guys know the flow. I tell you something.
He's very, very tall, but apparently just a centimetre shorter than Gandron. That is coming up later on as Newcastle take on Wolves. But right now, it's the second half of Arsenal in their battle against Nottingham Forest. For Arsenal, what more should they be doing in the second half?
Well, certainly start on the front foot. Their first 10-15 minutes, don't sit back, try and get that second goal and put the game to bed. Nottingham Forest will say, let's try and keep in the game, and maybe we can take a few risks towards the end to try and get an equaliser as well as possible.
For Forest?
They've got to try and be patient. It's going to be tough, but they're going to have to try and offer more in forward positions than they did in the first half.
Well, and Postecoglou has never won at the Emirates Stadium. Nottingham Forest have not won at the Emirates Stadium. They didn't even score a goal against Arsenal in either of the games last season. Can they change that, or will that Zubomendi strike be all the difference? Let's go back and join Matt Holland and the Johnny Champion.
So bright sunshine welcomes the players ahead of the start of the second half at the Emirates. Arsenal, should they see this through to victory, would temporarily at least go top of the Premier League table. Ahead of Liverpool on goal difference, Liverpool and Burnley tomorrow. Standout fixture of the weekend is the 197th Manchester Derby, also tomorrow. Down in England, the referee checking with Matt Sells at the far end of the field, and away we go. With Arsenal, a Zubomendi goal to the good. And Nottingham Forest playing their first game under the tutelage of Postecoglou. 5 days after his departure from Arsenal's fiercest rivals Tottenham Hotspur. He had a very good start with Spurs. First 10 Premier League games yielded 8 wins and 2 draws. Finished 5th in his first season. That's it. 50 seconds at the restart.
They had the fewest touches in the first period. But he's made his mark early in the second. It's a big mistake.
You are innocent. Offside, offside, offside. Offside.
It's a big mistake. Just misjudges that long ball over the top. And capitalises on that mistake, lays it on a plate for Gyökeres. And has a simple task of tapping in from a couple of yards.
You are absolutely right, of course, about the offside element or potential offside element to that, and the check is underway.
Check is underway.
Andy Manley. Despite all these celebrations, being asked to wait, but now the goal is confirmed, and Arsenal do indeed lead by 2.
This is third of the season. It's the perfect start to the second half for Arsenal.
.46 seconds into the second half.
46
seconds into the 46 minutes.
Just managed to finish a Danish pastry.
Don't make as much of a mess of it as you made of yours. Celebratory air around the Emirates now. Some latecomers. The second half may have missed that goal. There's still some coming back to their seats even now.
What do you want to do?
Gibbs White. Anderson.
Let's go. Push this attack. Come on.
Enjoy.
Go. Zero.
Dan Doyle on the right hand side. So the Nottingham Forest so far this season have looked to put the ball in early. But Chris Wood who drives on that service.
Williams. Milenkovic. Savona.
Get on, buddy.
Marino.
Let me know your button. That's what my dude. That's what my dude.
Too many.
Go to Nanya, but I'm going to go back.
Gibbs White.
Calafiore. Joy. Anderson down for Forrest.
Enter!
Too much about that.
It hit him rather than him hitting it. Guarneri. Wood, hitting Wood.
Fury chasing back. So quickly, I think he's trying to bring it down. Immediately back
Yes. Tips of his fingers.
Let's go. That's it.
Sangare for Nottingham Forest. Savona. Left by his fellow Italian, Calafiore.
This is probably what Gyökeres has been brought for. Not heavily involved in the game, but that looks really tight, doesn't it? How close is that? Just about offside. His first Arsenal assist. Really close. Savona. That's what Gyökeres was built for.
And we saw the beauty there of semi-automated offside technology, clearing that up rather more quickly than had been the case before. Anderson.
He's back moving through the area, Anderson. So that knock from Calafiore was down for a period of time.
We're receiving information that he's been given a painkiller from the bench. That's different about Arsenal this season?
Not massively, no, still a major threat from set pieces and perhaps struggled to create too much from open play, albeit today, Noni Madueke in the first half especially was outstanding.
Joy, stretching, not quite enough.
What you would say is the depth of the squad now that Arsenal have assembled. You think about some of the injuries that they've got. Saliba's out today, Saka, Nurgaard still yet to return. Ben White, Havertz, Jesus, you've got a number of players out injured, and yet you look at the bench and it's still so strong. Ability to rest Declan Rice ahead of the Champions League game this week.
Put him down.
Zubimendi. Calafiori, Marino. Releases Marino.
Wide now.
Just his awareness, ability to open up a defence, moment of real class. Brilliant, so good. Sort of player that gets fans off their seats.
Timber. The Nottingham Forest substitutes on the way. This is Calafiori. Ahead of Williams to Madueke.
The only thing with Madueke is you're never quite sure when the ball's coming in. I watched Eze in the middle of the box and he made about 4 runs and the ball still didn't come.
You don't get time to live. You don't get time to live.
Milenkovic, Wood, Van Roy.
Use on. That's what. Go down. Yeah. Oswo. Oswo.
Eze. To Idris. Madueke. Eucharist.
Is he number 9? See that thing, they don't want to keep away. He leaves him.
All ends up.
Off target, go on the top. He wants to keep him
By the visitors. Number 29. The debut for Dylan Fakwa, who is a winger by trade, signed from Strasbourg in France. £30 million, the starting point of this transfer free with add-ons. He replaces Chris Wood. And the French striker Arnaud Kalimuendo, who's arrived from Rennes for another £25 million, takes the place of Callum Hudson-Odoi. Calafiori.
Starting to be a bit more fluent in that final third, aren't they, Arsenal? Just really starting to find their groove. Not the best cross from Calafiori, but some good movement.
one.
Use up!
Clear foul. And the first yellow card for Ricardo Calafiore.
There's an element of persistent infringement from Calafiore. A few of those.
For Nottingham. You are not again, sorry. West Ham. I didn't say that. I don't know West Ham. I see the player
Sitting down again, we've yet to see
He's looked really short at the back, Mascara. Relatively low feet in the grand scheme of things, and he's been really good at the back for Arsenal. Been progressive with his passes, really looked to thread it through into midfield.
to Iverton. Okay, Morata. Gabriel. Martin Zubimendi. So far for Arsenal from a Spaniard and a Swede. One area.
Grant on there.
Is it? Okay, so a strong one too. We just agree.
Your boy shot.
Back to front. As well since coming on in midfield. He looks the play, connects the play so well. Impacted Arsenal's performance. I haven't seen as much of him in the second half. Nico Williams has done a better job against him than Morata did.
Madueke. Yeperesh.
He's given offside. I think the flick on from Gyökeres and the player around the goalkeeper.
Certainly right.
What you saw when I got into the Nigerian players
suggested to Costa Colby's will be sent in the morning.
Stop! One year goes. All the Arsenal squad, they really bring Nigeria and
Two Arsenal substitutes on the way. Lewis Skelly and Declan Rice. Although Declan Rice went for a bit It's ready now. So the first change sees Miles Lewis Skelly, still a teenager, coming on in place of Ricardo Calafiore. Starts in that position of 4 goals. So one of the goals is a substitute coming on to lead the line. Declan Rice. So Arsenal trying to spread their wings. Eze.
Arsenal have been in control of this game. Kept Nottingham Forest at arm's length. The best opportunity came from that Chris Wood effort, which was, well, strange, audacious, call it whatever you like, but it hit the woodwork anyway. That's the nearest that Forest have come.
Forest return to European competition for the first time in 30 years later this month. First Europa League fixture in the league phase is in Spain at Real Betis. Remarkably, of course, twice champions of Europe. Madueke. No angle here, maybe for Timber. Almost a tap in. Declan Rice.
Probably frustrating with your centre forward waiting for the ball. Is it going to come? Is it going to come? Is it going to come? Actually, does really well to wait for support. Declan Rice is inches away from getting a third.
European football comes rather more quickly for Arsenal than it does for Forest. They're in action this coming week at Athletic Club in Bilbao on Wednesday. First match night of the league phase of Europe's senior competition. Thereafter, Manchester City due here a week tomorrow. Two more Nottingham Forest substitutions. So it's James McAtee signed recently from Manchester City, coming on for Morgan Gibbs White. And in the engine room, Ryan Yates replacing Ibrahima Sangare.
Seemingly ebbing away from Forest. Can understand Ange Postecoglou wanted to see as many of his players as possible.
Does mean that Douglas Luiz is still to kick a ball for Nottingham Forest. Is it? Keep last. Did appear to be a touch, and it is a corner.
Real persistence from Jurriën Timber, looking to support and get forward as much as possible. To be honest, the form that we've seen from Ronnie Madueke, sometimes as a fullback, you're better off just leaving to it. Just give him the ball and let him go.
Meteorological update, it's raining at the Emirates.
Good job you brought your coat then.
It is, I was in two minds about whether to be so soft as to bring a coat in mid-September. Madueke. The version of the Thunderclap, invented by Iceland as a European Championship. Goaled by Arsenal supporters, you can probably hear it in the background. the strike that set them on their way today from Martin Zubimendi. Eze. Sabora, so McAtee. Madueke couldn't bring the ball under his spell that time. Eze. Lewis Skelly. Gabriel. Arsenal readying their last two substitutes, Martinelli and Trossard. Gabriel. Another rangefinder for Madueke.
Nice one.
He's decided to engage early. Committed a foul. Gets a yellow card for Summers.
Unplayable at times today. That's been a very decent performance this from Arsenal. Efficient control, occasional glimpses of brilliance, Madueke outstanding.
Well, this is a good barometer actually, because a lot of Arsenal fans have realised when Madueke signs against the requires an understanding to the fans. He's being cheered to the rafters as he comes off here today. His name is being celebrated.
Full debut for Arsenal. He has got an assist.
Bad guy. I don't know why this coach don't like Trossard.
That's a good influence in that toolbox. He's doing possession last season.
That boy, now old man.
Trossard.
It's a surprise. Well worked by Arsenal, changing the angle of the delivery into the area. Doesn't he attack it well? It's brilliant. Nico Williams, I think, on his way in. Take it past Matt Sells. Excellent header.
Not sure I can supply the stat that you specifically look for, but what we can say is that 17% of his top flight career goals have been scored today, and 2 out of 12.
That'll do.
It is unsurprisingly the last double of his career. Are you top of these guys, they ask.
Quite the return. Who's Postecoglou wanted. Side very much second best today.
Premier League terms, the next 2 games of Postecoglou and Forest are against 2 of the promoted teams. Trip to Burnley, and they host Sunderland. Yeah, back on. James McAtee. Lost 5 points for Nottingham Forest, and in those 5 games they've scored once and conceded 18 goals. Satisfactory Saturday for Arsenal. Sizable home wins to start off the season here. They put 5+ leads.
Still time for Mazuma Mendy hat-trick. He's just got to score with his left foot now.
Don't worry about you sometimes. Saka and William Saliba waiting in the wings today. Neither of them are going to be absent for much longer, we're told. But the deputies have done okay.
Done more than okay. Played at a cancer. It's pretty routine, hasn't it, this? Never felt that Arsenal were in any danger.
The scoreline is the same as it was in this fixture last year. Steady caught in possession. Relieved to hear the whistle.
Yeah, heavy touch. She gets away with this. It's the foul from Yates. Does catch it.
Well, great expectations of Martin Zubimendi now as a goal-scoring force after today's display.
He jumps early, attacks the ball well. Excellent delivery, isn't it, from Trossard?
He's never had a scoring day like this before in his entire career. It's not a small sample size of games. He played nearly 250 times for Real Sociedad. One Eric. Martinelli. Trossard. Quite gone for him. There is Anderson. McAtee.
I've not been sure of possession today, I think Nottingham Forest. Nearly 50%. Not done a lot when they got into that final third. They've gone around the box. Not delivered the ball into the area often enough. Quality hasn't been good enough in that final third. That's a goal threat.
There are Arsenal's move, the sun has reappeared. We are expecting 4 additional minutes. Superman. One area.
Still demanding more from his team.
That one is yes, no.
That's high margins in title races. They've lost out by 5 points to Manchester City, by 2 points to Manchester City, and then last year by 10 to Liverpool. And 15 points fewer last season than the year before. Far better equipped this time around.
They will push Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea close this season for the title. I think it's a matter of belief with Arsenal. Can they go to the big teams? Can they take on the big teams and win away from home, for instance? I felt that the start that Liverpool had made, they were there for Arsenal to really get at, and I thought they perhaps went there looking for maybe a draw, hoping they might win rather than believing they're going to win. And that's going to be the next step.
McAtee. See Rice arriving. And Rice gives Trossard. And this could be more. Trossard feels that he deserves something from the referee.
Well, I just can't point to this. But I make a fall.
I thought he went to ground too easily. Trossard was looking for that.
On my right, give that pass.
Yeah, I was happy for Betis. Calimundo. Turns a bit more scary. Foul by Yates. You know, happy to accept the contact and the free
kick. 4 days in the job. A day with the full squad to prepare for this game. And not an easy task. It's going to take time for him to instill his beliefs and the way he wants to play on this team. Not an ideal start though.
Arsenal fans would love to see one more flourish, and it could come from Martinelli.
Yeah, Arsenal fans were hoping that ball over the top to Martinelli was going to come sooner, but Mourinho just simply didn't see it.
Up today from both sides' perspectives, Matt.
I think Arsenal liked the way that they've seen this game through. They've been in control of it pretty much from start to finish. Nottingham Madueke, I think the outstanding player today, especially in that first half. He caused Nottingham Forest so many problems. Zubimendi's been excellent in the middle of the pitch and put himself a couple of goals. Gyökeres back on the score sheet. It's been a perfect day for Arsenal. Opportunity to rest a few as well. Declan Rice only coming on for a cameo towards the end.
Let's counter.
And with so many players out injured, to put in a performance like this,
let's go.
Arteta will be delighted.
Strong, goal square.
This one is
in England declares business closed for the day at the Emirates Stadium. A sizable Arsenal win, one of their big off-season purchases and goal scorer. Goals of very different styles. Gyökeres scored 2. Forest never really at the races. Arsenal go top after a 3-0 win here.
Arsenal back to winning ways 3-0 against Nottingham Forest. With a familiar feat at the Emirates in his first game in charge of Forest, beaten, but not Zubimendi will have a game to remember and a day to remember. Stunning first ever Arsenal goal to open the scoring and run with the scoring as well. Let's get the thoughts of Red Carl on this result and the performance from the Gunners.
Excellent result in the end. Their second half was very important early in the second half. Not fully looked at Forest a little bit. Yeah, you can try it. Forest probably a lot of work to do across the rock. It really wasn't a real threat, only that good chance, which was a good save, but all round good performance from Arsenal, and good to see Gyökeres on the score sheet. That gave me a little bit of confidence.
Yeah, we had talked about Gyökeres at half time, and then it took just 46 seconds to score the second half to make it 2-0, but what Nottingham Forest were feeling and thinking as they were playing.
Feels like they had a chance in the game. Yes, they kept it tight, particularly the first 20 minutes or so, and the game wasn't very good. But once Arsenal got that first goal, I felt it was basically a matter of how many they were going to get. And Ray said it about that when the goal, or the second goal comes early in the second half, you are just thinking, yeah, that's the game done now. And Forest didn't really have an answer to Arsenal's dominance. And Arteta really liked that performance, 3 goals, clean sheet, and they look forward to Champions League.
And Postecoglou, it's not the start he would have wanted at Nottingham Forest, but a day to remember. Zubimendi on the score sheet, and so too Gyökeres at 3 points for Arsenal. That's a sensational strike that got the score and started early into the second half. It was 2-0 thanks to Gyökeres, and Zubimendi got a second for the first time in his career in the same game. We will react and get to the analysis after this.
MTN Mega Billion promo is here. Dial star 900 hash and recharge 100 naira or more before 5 p.m. and you could be a millionaire at 7 p.m. All cash prizes will be paid directly into your Momo account. Dial star 900 hash. Start recharging now and stand a chance to win big in the MTN Mega Billion promo.
Get well the bargain king. He also doesn't play with the best odds on sports. That's promise, the tactical, and he loves our 300% knockout bonus. And there's me, the big boss. I like to play halftime, so full-time drama won't spoil my cash out. You can now cash out at halftime even if your team loses at full-time. Better get up to 1 million naira on BetKing Sports. It's plenty. That feeling, that's BetKing.
Got it. If you're missing fairways, you're feeding the fish. That's a boss press.
Do you want like rice? So you know you use these. How about all of this? And more. Under one umbrella.
Every pivotal moment from the world's biggest tours. Follow the legends, rising stars, and unforgettable rivalries. From first tee to final roar, if it's golf, it's on Supersport.
It's one of those days where you feel like you want a way out. Up until those whose boxing thing arrive. The ones who play the right beats. Those who serve up new flavors. And those with smiles that add a whole new flavor. The ones who are up for whatever. The ones who turn moments into stories that live on. Schweppes. Great taste, great flavors. The original.